The Prologue, Rimworld. Full of mischief and wonder, death and more death. Today we are following the new deity Saragan, because what narcissist would talk about himself in third person? This is a story about a deity and his minions, who thought it best to forego the tutorials he had done years ago and since forgotten and just jump into the deep end as normal. No one ever said he was smart. The young, handsome deity started his world by choosing his favorite seed, feeling that it is the best seed in the world for any game. Presented with the world map, he was confused. Not remembering the controls or what to look for, he button bashed until he was content he had tried everything, and settled on out the way in a quiet area of the map. Choosing his followers was always going to be hard. So much choice, options, flexibility. It had to be someone amazing that the deity could hand the reins to. Okay, so random clearly was the best option. Kevin. Little did he know that Kevin is in fact useless. He accepted him with open arms to lead this band of troubled souls. Cruz and Sarai were already making plans to make his life miserable. And just like that, Kevin was already lost. Unsure how to start or what to do, he thought it best to equip everyone just in case the worst happened. Kevin has found a deconstruction option. What could go wrong? Forgetting that all these resources lying on the ground require actioning, he has started his new role as a leader by causing starvation throughout the newly formed village. Instead, Kevin just goes back to playing with his deconstruction button because it is clearly just too much fun. Clearly the deity, watching from afar, forgot that there were 3 speeds to this world, and decided to watch them build in real time. Success at last, the strapping, intelligent deity found the speed controls and set his minions to work as fast as they could. After a restless night, Kevin found himself outside. How on earth did I get out here? He thought to himself. Immediately, he started blaming Cruz. So he started messing with the work orders to make Cruz do more work as punishment and sends Cruz off to kill a turkey. The deity watched with fascination and bemusement as Cruz clearly was a bad shot. At last he lucked out and the turkey had gone to meet his maker. Kevin, who was laughing at what he sent Cruz to do, was not happy that he had actually completed his task. Unlucky Kevin. Finally, remembering the stuff on the floor, it was all marked out for collection and stockpiling. Probably a good thing as everyone was getting hungry and Kevin was sure Cruz had him on his menu. After receiving complaints from his friends, he decided that some recreation was needed and set out the area for the horseshoes. Clearly Kevin's idea of fun was not the same as everyone else's. The deity wonders if he made a bad choice choosing Kevin. I think we are all thinking that right now. Disaster. A local rat had gone mad. Kevin figured what harm could this rat do and decided upon himself to dispatch this stupid critter. Kevin soon realized he was out of his depth. The rat viciously attacked him. He couldn't fire his bow as the rat was too close. All Kevin could do was call for assistance, which Sarai conveniently ignored. Cruz jumps to the rescue, to Kevin's dismay, and fails to aim several times, but finally ending the life of the foul little mad rat. Cruz and Sarai let him suffer for a while, but then figure it's time to sort out the bed from medical so they can fix up their idiotic leader. The deity, however, was kind of hoping he would just die, realizing how useless Kevin truly is. Cruz began to patch up Kevin the best he could. Kevin scowled at his savior and just had 2 words for him. I hate you. Sarai then realized that Kevin couldn't count. While he lay there feeling sorry for himself, he found out that Cruz and Sarai were now an item, through some mystical powers called the Cheesy Pickup Line. Their request for a double bed was granted as Kevin knew he had lost all hope because of that foul rat. Trouble hit. They were down to 2, and a raider had arrived. Fumbling with what to do, the 2 prepared to action while Kevin just lay there. They drafted their position and began their defense. Like 2 Terminators, they bore down on their foe and smote his ruins outside Kevin's window. The smell was awful. And so another day in the settlement had passed. The body was moved closer to Kevin's window, and all Kevin could think of for his final thought of the day was, I hate you, Cruz. And with that final thought, the deity drew the curtains and said, good night.